Today's story is Bunny, Puppy, and Cat Throw a Secret Party. Once upon a time, in a quaint little cottage nestled in the heart of a forest, there lived three best friends: Benny the bunny, Daisy the puppy, and Max the cat. They were a devoted trio, always finding ways to have fun together, whether it was playing hide and seek, chasing butterflies, or having picnics by the river. One day, the three friends overheard the grown-ups talking about going to town for a big, important meeting. The moment the front door closed behind the grown-ups, Benny's nose twitched with excitement. "We should have a party while they're gone," he exclaimed, his fluffy tail bouncing with joy. Daisy wagged her tail, her eyes lighting up. "A secret party? That sounds like so much fun." Max, who was usually the voice of reason, as he was the oldest, purred thoughtfully. "But we need to make sure we don't make a mess. The last thing we want is to get in trouble." Benny waved a paw dismissively. "We'll be careful. Besides, we'll clean up before they get back. What could go wrong?" And so the three friends began planning the great secret party. Benny was in charge of invitations, and he hopped from burrow to burrow, inviting all the forest animals. Daisy took care of the decorations, hanging garlands of flowers and streamers made from leaves all around the cottage. Max decided to handle the snacks, making sure to prepare plenty of treats for everyone. As the afternoon turned into evening, the party was in full swing. The cottage was filled with laughter and music, and everyone was having a wonderful time. The animals danced, played games, and enjoyed the delicious snacks that Max had carefully prepared. But as the party continued, things started to get a little out of hand. Benny, eager to impress everyone, decided to show off his hopping skills. He bounced higher and higher until, crash! He knocked over a table, sending treats and drinks flying everywhere. Daisy, trying to fix the mess, accidentally tripped over a garland, pulling down half the decorations with her. The garlands tangled around her legs, and she stumbled into a stack of plates which shattered into pieces. Max, who had been trying to keep things under control, found himself overwhelmed. As the mess grew and the chaos increased, Max's carefully prepared snacks were trampled underfoot, and the once neat cottage was now a whirlwind of disorder. Just then, the door creaked open, and the grown-ups returned earlier than expected. They stood in the doorway, eyes wide in shock at the scene before them. The party guests froze, and an uneasy silence fell over the cottage. Benny, Daisy, and Max looked at each other, their ears dropping with guilt. They knew they had made a big mistake. One of the grown-ups, Mrs. Paws, stepped forward and knelt down to their level. "What happened here, little ones?" she asked gently, though her voice was filled with concern. Benny's whiskers quivered as he spoke. "We wanted to have a secret party, but everything went wrong. We're so sorry, Mrs. Paws." Mrs. Paws looked around at the mess, then back at the three friends, who were clearly feeling ashamed. "Parties are meant to be fun, but they also come with responsibilities. It's important to make sure everyone is safe and that we take care of the place we're in. You can't have fun if it causes problems for others." Daisy's tail dropped as she nodded. "We didn't think about that. We just wanted to have a good time." Max, always the thoughtful one, added, "We should have been more careful. We didn't mean to make such a mess." Mrs. Paws smiled kindly, her eyes softening. "I know you didn't mean any harm. The important thing is that you've learned from this. Next time, let's plan a party together where everyone can have fun and help out. That way, we can all enjoy ourselves without worrying about the mess. With that, the grown-ups joined in to help clean up the cottage. The animals worked together, picking up the broken pieces, sweeping the floors, and making sure everything was back in order. Benny, Daisy, and Max realized that the most fun came not from the party itself, but from working together and taking responsibility for their actions. By the time the cottage was clean, it was late, and the three friends were tired, but happy. Mrs. Paws gave them each a hug and said, "Remember, it's not just about having fun. It's about doing it in a way that's kind and considerate to everyone. That's what makes the best parties." From that day on, Benny, Daisy, and Max never planned another secret party. Instead, they organized many wonderful celebrations with the help of the grown-ups, where everyone had fun and no one was left with a mess to clean up alone. And so, they learned that the best parties are the ones where everyone plays a part, where fun and responsibility go hand in hand, and where the joy of togetherness is the greatest celebration of all. Thanks for listening to Super Bedtime Stories. We hope you enjoyed your lesson tonight. Please make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this book, feel free to click on one of the videos on the screen for another good, heartwarming, family fun story. We strive to provide good moral bedtime stories that parents know are safe for their little ones and that also have a good lesson. See you soon.